So it says it's loading. The SD to IEC is telling me it's loading. Is it loading? I don't know. It has loaded. Bloody hell, how do I time these things so well? Oh no! I've done it again. I've forgotten that the files are named the wrong way round. Who Dares Wins WDW2 is actually what WDW should be. Who Dares Wins. Right. I thought it was taking a bit long for the first one. I think the first one loads a bit quicker, so it's going to be interesting now because I can't remember what directory I was in. Really, you shouldn't have many directories, just lump them all together and keep like one directory for the newest things that you haven't tried yet. And once you tried them, move them into an alphabetical generic games directory. And possibly have one for any collection, allegedly for SD to IEC, which doesn't work. They never work. I have to find my own Simpsons bloody arcade thing. So, did we get this far? No, it wasn't in here. I remember Ikari Warriors was on there too. So it was Ikari WDW. It is on other discs. Really, I should record what directory I'm bloody taking these from. No, I think there's too many files. But you know what, we found the Simpsons, and this is the version that I found, not the one that came with an SD to IEC collection, allegedly tested. It is a collection of something. But they tried, bless them, they tried. Well, I haven't got any of their D81s to work, so what's the point? %50 of my fake fig rolls are almost gone. Well, they will be when I finish this one. And the next one after it. Oh man, joystick port 1 as well. Swapping joystick ports whilst eating biscuits and holding them with one hand. I'm a genius, I've done it, it worked. I can see a green light underneath. You get a red light on the one that comes with the SD to IEC collection. It doesn't mean it's going to work. I think the intros are missing on this one though. Well, that's unusual. A cat that doesn't have the nasal problems after getting cat flu as a kitten around 10 weeks old, he's not making any noise at all. And the one that didn't get it, I can hear him breathing. He's snoring like a granddad. Yeah, well, he's bigger than his dad, so I suppose he could be a granddad. might be asking, why the hell am I holding my biscuits? Because they're on they're on a little you know, kitchen towel, paper towel. That's because they were so damn crumbly. Now I needed to cook the pastry that much because there was an egg yolk. What you need egg in it for is what Eddie Murphy said when he was taking the piss out of his childhood. Can't remember if that was Delirious or Raw. He was talking about homemade hamburgers better than McDonald's. Made with Wonder Bread, which I don't know what that is, but I presume it's like the cheap sliced white bread, bleached white bread, and you know, there's egg in the mince. Oh man, you got to watch that. But yeah, this is very nicely done so far. I think Marge is the one that would look the most different. So we'll go with Marge. Well, it's worked so far. I don't see any reason why the game shouldn't work. But they're really gone to town on like getting as much on the discs. And because this is a 1581 3.5 inch Commodore 64 disk drive image for the emulator, and therefore SD to IEC, those drives don't handle 1541 copy routines anyway. Don't worry, there's still a green light flickering away. It means it's accessing a few things. Right. No, Jesus Christ, don't tell me it took all that long just to load that. Because now the green light's come back on that I pressed fire. There was no music. If there was some music and it was animated shit, including the musical notes of sprites, then I'd understand. I'd still say don't bother, but I'd understand. Why is it taking so long? This is slower than a Commodore loader. There's something funny going on here. Luckily it's such a dark day today. I can see the goddamn clouds and nothing else, and they're pretty dark clouds. Obviously that's a Hoover, but why the Hoover bag is not blue, I don't know. So the only thing smooth about the game engine so far is the scrolling. The graphics are not great, but let's see if we can improve that. Yeah, the tune's alright, they're not Hubbard mid-80s quality if you ask me, but they're okay. I want that could be the way to go. Yeah, that looks more arcadey. Looks more cartoony anyway. It doesn't feel like I'm actually in full control of the fights, that's the problem. So that part of the game engine is no good. So there's no trainers on this, obviously. But the problem is, if you've got a Double Dragon style game, and then if the controls are not really working, it's a bit like having a Astra GTE. What's the point of a 150 brake horsepower bloody front wheel drive shit chassis? Spend the money on a 150 brake horsepower BMW, innit sir? BMW 2 litre 6-cylinder engine for the extra smoothness. And none of that farty exhaust noise that those 4-cylinders used to have. Man, those Astra GTEs, they sounded like Spectrum sound effects. So I'm really not liking the controls. I mean, picking up and throwing stuff luckily is not too bad. But actually, like, which attack you're gonna do, that's not great. We do the hair sometimes. Now the glitching is because this is an American only game and I'm from a kebab shop in London. So that explains that one. Because my C64 is from here. I've never bought an American C64 simply because most eBay sellers are not 100% honest about a machine being tested working. I bought tested working machines and they clearly don't work. Or they're on their last leg, so maybe when they test them they only have them on for like 10 seconds or something. And there's the postage cost. Everything from America to the UK is so bloody expensive, it's not worth it. I mean, if you paid $50 for just a C64 on its own that worked, a bit yellow, but fully functional in every way, you're going to pay double that if you include the postage, and you might even have to pay a customs charge, which means risking getting a virus going to the bloody post office to pay the extra fees. So the graphics are quite childish, but then so there's graphics in the Simpsons cartoon, so they're alright, they kind of go with this game, because the arcade game is a bit crap looking, if I'm honest, for the spec of an arcade. I don't think I'm actually getting it, if I'm honest. So you are getting them, it's just taking forever. None of the bars seem to be going down though. So I don't get what's going on there. Is that a glitch? But the status area is a bit corrupt because it's an NTSC game on my PAL C64. Nah, that's not working for me, mate. Oh, God damn it. Enough already, man. I just want to see the next level. Yeah, no, the controls are not as good as Double Dragon 2. That's a problem. That's a massive problem, sir. Massive. Massive. Well, his pants keep falling down. But they keep falling down anyway, so I don't know if I'm bloody hitting him. They should flash the sprite colours or something. The only time I know I'm hitting him is when he fucking falls down. So those are the only actual hits. Krusty's got a bit blocky in his old age, isn't he? That's what happens to old computer graphics, they get more blocky. In the perception of the dumb shit millennial cocksuckers and their idiot IQ of a potato fucking children, that is. Good old Nescafe. There's not that much difference between the taste of Nescafe and beef Bovril OXO cubes. I should say, not Bovril, never had that. Beef OXO. I didn't even get to it. So you gotta hold the fire button and wait for it. No, you don't have to do that. Are we gonna be allowed to pass that, or do we have to replay it? I think it said bonus points, so I think it would load. But the battery light has started flashing. Now I really should create like some sort of tiny animation of a flashing battery symbol, just so people know that that's why sometimes my videos just cut. Nah, it didn't happen then, cut off. And it might happen now, but you usually get another 5-10 minutes out of the camera. Once the light starts flashing, it really depends. I don't know why. Could be temperature. But anyway, I'll put the battery on charge and I'll play some other games in it. And if I find something nice, I might do more of these videos. Who knows, sir? Who knows? Or I might go and work in a kebab shop. Mine says a cure for coronavirus. Yeah, they're not, I don't think it's the best possible technical conversion, but luckily these kind of weird palette colours work because it's a cartoon. I don't know if Marge actually wears a green dress in The Simpsons, I can't remember, that's a weird thing, isn't it? But I haven't watched The Simpsons for like 2 years. So our energy is going down there, but it wasn't going down when we had the Barney thing. Was that Barney? I don't know. I only get that massive burger and whack him around the face with it. Now that would be funny. So I suppose the closest thing to this sort of comical, you know, scrolling beat 'em up would be Motorhead on the Amiga, which some people really love. I have no nostalgia for it, so you know, I can't really see the fascination with it. It's alright, and I'm not a fan of Motorhead in any way. I don't listen to their music, so I think Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden is the only such heavy metal music I've ever listened to, really. Am I allowed in there? Or do they come down here? Come down here, you little shits. Man, I didn't even... Well, at least you don't lose the hammer. Am I hitting them? No, you do lose the hammer. God damn you. So is this end of level bollocks already? It must be, because there's no more scrolling to do, I don't think. So they flashed once there. It's very difficult to hit them. So yeah, I think I'm going to put the camera on charge because I don't really want to play this anymore. It's not fun to play. It would have been a fun game, if they'd used Double Dragon to control quality.